Hey everyone, Game Test here, and today I am going to be finally answering another question about Minecraft Bedrock Edition. I know that this is kind of like the third video in this saga, but I might as well continue it. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about, is the Minecraft Bedrock community, mainly focusing on the Hive community, toxic? But before we get into it, I do want to say thank you all for your support. It has honestly meant a lot, and it's been a while since we've done a commentary just talking style video. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, naturally, I'm not going to call out any creators as I don't want to start drama. I'm just going to kind of talk about them anonymously. Starting off, I do just want to say I'm not mentioning Officy here. I actually saw a video, which I'm going to defend Officy, which some of you guys may say is obscure, but I actually saw a video kind of calling out Officy for having a major ego. When you say ego, you either have a toxic ego or kind of one where it's kind of jokey ego, kind of like the one I have. I may not be an Officy fanboy who wears ooh cat girl ears for him, but from what I've seen, Officy just kind of has a jokey ego. In the video, if I remember right, this guy just shows a clip of him getting kind of jokey over a 99-cent donation. Buddy, I've done the exact same thing. I don't think he was being rude. At least from the last time I watched an Officy stream, he usually says, at least again from what I remember, he always says, thank you. Like, I don't think Officy gets mad when people donate low amounts of money. I don't think Officy hates on his friends. And in the video, he's like, oh, he's distancing himself from his friends. At least from what I see, no, the flippy's not. I don't think Officy is. But now that we've got that out of the way, that's just something that's been on my mind. I just wanted to kind of cover this just in like this little segment. Let's get into the main stuff. I have recently seen a couple of creators, and there is some in our community who are kind of toxic and a bit rude, but I have seen some behind the scenes. For example, two pretty decently popular Hive YouTubers raided someone's Discord server, and people actually bring me this evidence of these things all the time. And I mean, I've considered talking about this and calling out people, but you know, at the end of the day, I don't want to start drama, so I figured I'd kind of combine a lot of the stuff that I've seen into this one video and talk about it. But they raided this dude's Discord server pretty much from what I remember. It was a while back that I got showed this, over a situation that hasn't had relevancy in like 5 months. And I mean, why would you do that? I mean, it makes no sense. This guy, one of the people who were involved, are staffed at a Minecraft server. I should have staff reported him. I don't know why the flip I didn't. I mean, I should say that everyone should be held to this mature standard, but I didn't. But, you know, this kind of shows some creators are just so immature. Why are you doing this? Like, I understand, you know, being immature. I mean, you're young, obviously. But you're a public representation, you know, at the end of the day. You shouldn't be acting like this, and it's kind of sad that we see creators act like this. Another thing that's kind of been on my mind is how stream snipers are treated. I've seen some creators just ball up and whine like a toddler over stream snipers. And hackers too. It's honestly not that deep. I understand wanting to grind the game, but stream snipers are still content for you. They are people who enjoy your content enough to stream snipe you. You shouldn't freak out that much over them. They're still your fans, and the way that you're acting might turn them off and hurt you a little bit on your channel. Like, again, I understand, like, even with hackers, I'm going to touch on this. I understand hackers. I actually once met a hacker who was a fan of the channel, and we actually were kind of chill with him. I mean, he wasn't harming, he wasn't attacking us. I mean, he was just hacking in our CS, and we all kind of had fun trying to gang up to defeat him. I didn't whine like a toddler, and the hacker actually thanked me for that, because I was just being nice. We shouldn't wind up and cry and look like 5-year-olds over stream snipers and hackers. At the end of the day, these are still people who enjoy our content, and I feel like they should be treated with nicety, with kindness. Nicety's not even a word. What am I yapping about? Anyways, I feel like this is something that we should kind of show together as a community, is nice kindness to a lot of people. I mean, I understand, you know, you may not like hackers, you may not like stream snipers, but we should show kindness to everyone. There's also some more Hive YouTubers who have kind of acted toxic. Like, for example, some who have just appeared, at least to what I've seen, to kind of just be doing it all for money. Then, of course, we have the people who have faked illnesses, which I'm not even going to talk about them. They're disgusting. I'm not even going to mention it in this video. You already know how bad they are. And there was one I believe like 4 months ago now, that kind of broke the Hive community. It was horrible. You already know who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to cover it. I mean, it's an old drama. There's no need in me covering it, so let's just move on. I have seen some YouTubers, and not even in Hive, like Bedrock YouTubers in general, who have just been doing it all for money, who have kind of been treating their fans bad. Like, I actually, when I was a smaller YouTuber, I've talked about this before, I met, one who at the time had 10,000 subscribers, and I had like 500. And I wasn't like a huge fan, but I liked the guy, and I tried to VC with him. Because I was making a joke, he took it too seriously and refused to VC with me, instead acting like an egotistical prick, in other words. I never cared for this creator after that. I mean, this guy like gets 200 views, concurrents on a stream. Like, this guy was massive compared to me. He didn't have to act like that. And even when I talked to him later, he would still be rude and mean. And I'm sure if I talked to him to this day, he would still act like this. And these are people in our community who right now are the face of our community. I have talked about it in previous videos, the health of the Hive community. But right now, again, I'm going to say it again, we are in a kind of place where a lot of our YouTubers who are representing us as a community are just toxic or man babies. Some of these people are like 20 years old and they're acting this way. It's ridiculous. You're not a minor. You're like over 18. Some of these people are in college and acting this way. It's disgusting. While other people in the community I've seen, the way that they act in their own little community server is ridiculous. They don't care about other people's feelings. Like, I've seen some people make fun of other people who are just YouTubers or players over their own personal situations. They will make fun of it. It's ridiculous and immature. And the fact that these are the people that are so loved and told that they are kind and awesome and I love these creators. And it's like, but the people who are actually the good creators in this community end up getting caught with heat. It's bad. And I don't really know how much to talk about it, but it's really sad to see the massive amount of people who support these big creators no matter what, even if they're doing blatantly bad things. They will support them just because they are the bigger creator, just because they have this bigger audience. With that being said, I really do honestly believe that the Hive community and the Bedrock community in general is toxic. SMP content, I don't know much about. I was talked about this before. SMP and survival content on Bedrock, I don't know much about. I haven't seen any toxicity. It's a smaller community from what I know. That part is mostly chill. But when it comes to server content on the Bedrock servers, there's a lot of toxicity, but there's also a lot of really good creators. It kind of mainly depends, but the only issue is the good creators are now the lesser known and surprisingly hated ones, while the big creators who are actually really bad and immature people are loved so highly. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video. I appreciate you kind of sitting through my yap commentary session. Remember, I love you guys. If you enjoy, like and subscribe as we are on the road to 2,000. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye, flippity, bye.